This is a guide for Reese boss fight. This fight has two phases. I suggest bringing chaos resistance and chaos cleanse potions with also some things like soul tear that can heal you in case you run out of netherworld energy. First phase is not that problematic. First phase is quite easy, but the problem is that they had to cheapen the difficulty of this boss to the maximum, so she can do 3 or 4k damage in one hit easily. And that can put you in a position where you even though have the heals, but can't even use them because, well, you're dead. Main thing is to stay aggressive until she raises that thing, that scepter, because that means she's going to create an AoE circle around her. Don't try to go through that because you won't be able to break her poise, at least I couldn't. And the downside is, if you don't succeed at breaking her poise while she is doing that, you're gonna take a lot of damage, and we need all the heals for the second phase. As soon as there is something where you could possibly take damage, go on the back foot, let her do her thing, then you do your thing. Another important thing about this whole first phase and the second phase is that you can reflect projectiles that are thrown at you. That can help a lot in bringing her stamina down so that you can brutal attack her. Try to practice that in the first phase because you might need that counter reflect for the second phase. Really, there's not much else to say for the first phase. Just check the video out what I'm doing here and you should be able to copy paste or at least play in a similar way to counter her attacks and continue being aggressive in a successful way. Now comes the problem, the second phase. In my case, she started off with the projectiles that can be countered same like in the first phase. Then this combo starts. I'll slow it down, try to remember how this combo looks like. Second part of the second phase, this boss becomes incredibly problematic because of the aggression, and there aren't many ways of how to damage her, so this combo can be countered in a good way later on. That's why I've slowed it down, and I'm gonna also play it in the full speed. Attack her a bit after she misses the last strike and then get back on the defensive because she will retaliate. Here's another combo, this time it's a 3-hit combo. When she puts that sight beneath her back and delays the attack heavily, that means this 3-hit combo is coming. Just watch out for the last hit as that is an AoE around her. It has very short reach, but it can punish you significantly. Again, punish her and then get back on the defensive. When she pulls up barriers in first and second phase, I usually stay outside of it and let the projectiles hit the barriers, but the projectiles that are summoned afterwards as part of a 3-hit projectile combo that can be reflected back to her can go through the barrier, so be careful about that, like in this case. Here's yet another combo. I don't know if it's a 4 hit or more, but in the 4th hit I've managed to counter the attack and that's why she got broken, but it's the same situation as the previous 3 hit combo. She puts that thing back, the scythe, and it delays the first attack. These attacks that are following the first one have their own timing and it can be problematic to bring guard all of them. So here I've slowed it down a bit and then played it in full speed so that you can maybe see and memorize what needs to be done. Now she did that basic 5 attack combo that she started off with the second phase. That's one of the more frequent combos in this fight that can be counter-attacked efficiently. Or at least it's going to give you a little bit of a window to hit her a couple of times. When she does this move as a preparation, meaning pulling her wing back instead of her scythe, that means that 4 hit combo is coming with last hit being the red attack that can be counter-attacked. If you move away from her while she does the first 3 hits, then she won't do the red attack. So it's up to you if you want to stand and counter her, which would be a good idea, or move away and then she won't do the red attack. Then the second part of the second phase starts and that's when she goes to utter bollocks and becomes incredibly cheap. One of the things that she does is she charges her scythe and then she's going to teleport 3 times and attack after each teleportation. First hit is only a single hit and it's a late one. Second time is much faster and she attacks twice, so be prepared to react fast. After the third teleportation, there's some kind of a medium reaction time needed in between the first and the second, something like that. First one is late, second is fast, third is medium in between. One of the bigger problems in the second phase is that she can do combos in a row. This is one of them, after which she continues into the second combo. I'll slow it down so that you can see the animations and then play it in full speed. But it's really difficult one to counter, especially because there's not enough stamina left after she does all of these things, so some kind of perfect dodge and perfect guard is necessary to avoid all of these hits. Of course, you might be able to parry these attacks, which is great, but I don't use parry since it's too risky, especially with how much damage she can do per hit. Later on she's going to start mixing things like teleportation in the middle of a combo that she usually does and doesn't have teleportation, summoning projectiles that are going to target you while she is attacking you in melee, and all of these things are just ridiculous in totality because it's quite easy to get hit and also to run out of stamina due to all of the attacks. Have all of your healing items, whatever you can to survive this second phase. Save your Blade Phantom for this phase because it's going to be needed here, and just get through it. Thankfully the whole fight is preparation for the late part of the second phase. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope this guide helps a little bit, but honestly the best thing you can do is just try this many times over, with the first phase being done quickly and without taking too much damage. Thanks for watching and see you soon.